Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are talking about the new chemistry system on FIFA 23. It is the biggest change to chemistry we have ever had in FIFA Ultimate Team. And in my streams, lots of YouTube videos, I'm having so many comments from people saying that they really don't understand the new system. It's going over the head, it's too complicated, and it's just messing with them, and they don't know how to build the teams. So I'm here to help you. This video here, we're going to go through every facet of the chemistry system and I'll explain how to get great chemistry and some tips and tricks to hybrid and be able to build better and cooler teams under the new chemistry system. So, we do not have team chemistry of 100 anymore. It used to be out of 100 and each player could contribute up to 10. So you could have 10 players on 10 and 1 on 0 and you'd still get it. Under the new system, you can see out on the top left here, it says total chemistry 33 out of 33. So everybody in my team is on full chemistry, and that means the team chemistry is full. I don't know exactly how it works when it comes to this in terms of the sliding scale, but effectively, if your total chemistry was like 25 out of 33, even if a player has free chemistry, he would not, which free chemistry is the max an individual player can have, he would not have the full chem boost because his team's not got the full boost. And it's a sliding scale that goes up and down based on that. But as you can see, each player has free chemistry. Chemistry boost was nerfed slightly this year as well. So we'll look at Varane. Varane's got free chemistry there. You can see the triangle. Well, it's like diamonds. It's like 3 diamonds. And because they're all lit up, it means he's got the full chem. So Varane here has a full boost. And this year, chem styles that give 10 pace, previous FIFAs only give 8. So this should mean that the game lasts a bit longer in terms of before we get to every card just being full stats. And last year, it would give 10 interceptions. It would give 5 defensive awareness. So it's a slight nerf to the chemistry boost. But particularly 2 less pace early on is quite a nerf to the chemistry system in general. But you can see here, free boost gives that. Let's take away De Gea. And I'll show you. No, we don't want to take away De Gea. Yeah, we'll put Nunes in and then take away De Gea. And you can see now, when I do that, Varane only has 2 chemistry. And when you do that, the chemistry boost basically halves. You can see now, at 2 chemistry, he gets 4 pace instead of 8. He gets 4 interceptions instead of 8. He gets 2 defensive awareness instead of 4. He gets 8 slide tackles instead of 15. And if you was to take Nunes away, he would now only get 1 chemistry. He's getting that chemistry then from the manager. Managers are really important. He now has 1, and he's basically getting barely a boost at all. So you can see there how important the chemistry system is and how much it contributes to your team. The ways to get chemistry are still the same as previous FIFAs. It is still nation, club, and league. So you can see here, nearly all this team is La Liga, so it is very easy. But I've still managed to get Varane and De Gea on full chem. De Gea is getting the full chemistry because he's linked to lots of Spanish players. So we've got 4 Spanish players plus De Gea. We've got the Man U link from Varane and then the Premier League from Vieira. And Varane's getting his chemistry from France, Man U, and Premier League. So if you build a full team from one league, they will get the full chemistry boost for everyone no matter what. If you build a full national team, they will be getting the full chemistry boost. You can see on the right side, not right side, left side here, it shows every bit of chemistry and how it's working. So you can see that the La Liga badge, if I was to take 1 La Liga player out, put Muriel in, you can see it still shows because I've still got enough La Liga ones to get the full. We will take a Spanish player out there. If you take a Spanish one out, you can see right now the Spanish thing is on 0 to the next level, but it has 2 diamonds next to it that are filled up. So it means right now all Spanish players are getting 2 diamonds purely from the nation. If I was to put Muriel in, now you can see it says 2 out of 3 for the Spanish, and there's only 1 diamond. Effectively, the way to get a diamond from each system is if you have 2 players from the same club, that's 1 diamond straight away. 5 players from the same club is 2 diamonds. 8 players from the same club is 3 diamonds. If you have 2 players from the same nation, it's a diamond. 5 players from the same nation, 2 diamonds. 8 players from the same nation, 3 diamonds. And then for the league, it is 3 players from the same league for the first diamond, 5 players from the same league for the second diamond, and 8 for the third diamond. So you can see there, basically, having players who give strong links together and play for the same clubs, things like that, is going to be huge. One thing to note on the chemistry system this year is if you play a player out of position, so Llorente and Kessie, they get a yellow exclamation mark against their head. Look at the total chemistry now. It's gone from 33 to 27. Swap them back, they get the full. But look now, Llorente gets no chemistry boost. If a player has that yellow exclamation mark, it means he is playing with 0 chemistry and he is getting no boost, and he also does not boost towards the chemistry for the rest of the team. So Llorente, even though he's Spanish in La Liga, he is not giving any chemistry. You can see there, it's got like on the left, it's got a yellow, like human kind of shape. That basically means that you could have this full chemistry with the players in your team, but because they're in the wrong position, they're not contributing to it. The way you fix this is with alternate positions. So you can see here, Frank Kessie can play CDM or centre mid. The way position changes work this year is that you can effectively, does it? Yeah, so he can only play one, so if I did that, it'll change him to that. Is there someone in this team who can play a few? I want to look for someone who can play more than one position. Is there anyone? Yep, so if you look at Correa, when I was to change it, if I was to use a position modifier, it will allow me to pick any of the positions he's got. So players who can play a variety of positions are really useful for chemistry building. It's quite frustrating though, because like Lionel Messi can only play right mid or right wing. He can't play centre forward or camp. So it feels like EA have kind of purposely changed some players' secondary positions, not based on real life, but just to make future promo cards more desirable. But you can see it's really important that players play in the right position. One thing to note though is that previously, if a player had under 5 chemistry, he would get negative stats. On this FIFA, players do not lose any chemistry if they're on 0 chem. What I do like about that is later on in the year, when we get cards that are nearly 99 on stats anywhere, you'll be able to just play anyone anywhere, and it'll be very easy building teams. But at this point of the game, 0 chemistry and no boost is massively hindering you because the boosts are so big at the start of the year. But we put them back, then the team chemistry goes back to 33. So when you're building your teams, you need to make sure that you have the players in the right position. Otherwise, your chemistry is going to get massively screwed up. When it comes to hybrids, some of the best ways of doing it are going to be with like strong triangles. So, or just players with perfect links. So some examples would be Theo Hernandez and Mainan from AC Milan. If we look at those two, we'll just swap some players out here. Okay, put Mainan in. I'm talking about some of these because most people are not going to want to stick to just one league, especially as more cards come out. If you mix your team up and get a variety and want to play a variety of leagues, then you need to have players like this who connect each other and give each other a lot of chem. So Theo, you can see here now that those both have 2 chemistry already. They've only got, I mean, they're getting, Varane and Vieira's chemistry doesn't matter because they're still one off the next French league. Even if I was to move Varane and Vieira as manager, they would not be getting any extra boost. But they're getting 2 out of 3 chemistry purely from each other. So one more Serie A player, you can see there when we scroll down, Serie A has 1 more needed to get a diamond, and they would get full chemistry. So unfortunately, even with a perfect triple link, no players are going to get full chemistry this year. But if you use triangles, and by this I mean 3 players from the same team, nation, league, things like that, they're going to boost each other massively. So that is one way of doing it. One thing to note is that heroes and icons get full chemistry no matter what position they play. So if we was to put Theo Hernandez in, who do we want to swap for? We'll put Senzio out. If I was to put Lucio in, the new hero, can see here, Lucio is a Serie A card. Lucio provides 2 chemistry to Serie A. So you can see there the Serie A has 1 diamond filled on the left. That's because heroes provide 2 chemistry to the league that they're in. So this Lucio is Serie A. And they also provide 1 chemistry to player from that nation. So you can see there the Brazilian diamond, there's 1 for that. Because Rafinha and Lucio provided that. So heroes and icons get full chemistry as long as they're in the correct position. If Lucio had no one else in Serie A Brazil, he would still get full chemistry. Theo Hernandez is getting 1 chemistry from Vieira and Varane. And then he's getting 1 chemistry from the league. If I was to put Mainan in, he would then get full chemistry, as would Mainan, because they're getting the Serie A, they're getting the French, and they're getting the AC Milan. So heroes are the easiest way to build chemistry this year, because heroes are really OP when it comes to getting the extra chem in. 2 extra slots to a league plus 1 for a nation is huge. Icons, weirdly, do not provide quite as good chemistry, which to me is quite surprising. I thought icons would be providing the best chemistry because they're the more OP cards normally. Don't know if that's something EA didn't intend or test properly. We was look at someone like Patrick Vieira. He provides 2 to the nation. So you can see here, if we was to put Mainan in, we have 2 diamonds from the French nation because we've got 1 from Mainan, 1 from Varane, 1 from Vieira, our manager, and 2 from Vieira, our player. So he could manage himself. But that's the thing. Icons, again, get full chemistry if they're in the right position. And they don't provide any league boost because icons don't have like a specific real-life league attached to them. But they provide 2 to the nation. I think the hero boost is way more important. The extra 2s to a league. Because that's where you're going to be getting players' chemistry needed more. And if you're trying to hybrid in players and have like 3 or 4 different leagues, if you could get a hero from each league that fits your team, it's going to be really helpful. But heroes and icons obviously are very expensive. And the last thing to note really is the manager. We've talked about them a bit, but the manager is going to be really, really useful. What you can see in my team here, the manager's really helped me out. Because without the manager here, if I remove the manager, De Gea and Varane, well, De Gea actually gets full chemistry, to be fair, because the Spanish players. But Varane goes from 3 chemistry to 1 just because the manager's not there. Because what the manager's doing, if you look, right now I've got 2 out of 3 for the Premier League. So I need 1 to get the next diamond, and I've got 1 French, so I need 1 French to get the next diamond on that. So I put Vieira in. Managers give 1 to their league and 1 to the nation. Obviously, as well, you can change a manager's league. If you don't know about this, just go to apply manager consumable, and then you can change the league to any of the league cards you have. And then there, Varane goes from 1 chemistry straight back to 3. So if you're hybriding and there's some players that are a bit of a struggle to fit in, the manager can very quickly help you out there. That is a very important way to get the final bits of chem on some players. So hopefully this video has helped explain the new system to you a lot better. You can change your in-game formation. So I'll show you what I'm on about here, just in case people don't know about this. I do get asked this a lot every year on my videos about chemistry. Let's show you. So you see here, the 4-3-3-2 I'm using it. I'm not going to play that in game. That is purely just to get the chemistry. The chemistry is set and based off of what you see here. That will be your balanced tactic. But in game, I switch to my defensive. That is the 4-2-3-1. So they're all in different positions. They still keep the full chemistry. So chemistry, to sum it up before we finish the video, have to be in the right position. If a player is not in the right position, he will get an exclamation mark. 0 chemistry boost for him. And he provides 0 out of 3 chemistry towards the team chemistry. Team chemistry is 33 instead of 100 this year. Each player can get up to 3 chemistry. Chemistry boosts are still huge and vital at the start of the year, but they're not quite as good as before. Nation, league, and club are still the ways to get chemistry, but players can link to anyone as well now. I don't think I mentioned that, but there's no links between players like last FIFA where the striker would link to the left winger. Your striker and keeper could be the 2 players giving each other chemistry this year, which I think is quite cool. I think this system's got some pros, some cons. It's probably slightly more restrictive at this time of the year than the previous system, but later in the year, where you don't need chem boost, it'll be better. Managers are vital with the league and nation they can provide. Heroes provide 2 boosts to the league and 1 to a nation. Icons provide 2 to the nation. I think that pretty much summarizes and covers everything we've talked about. I hope this video has helped you guys. I appreciate the support of the content lately. If you're new around here and these videos are helping you, please consider commenting, liking, subscribing. It helps me, helps the channel grow a lot. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.